Hi, I'm Chris Gloff.
And I'm Claire Patina.
Welcome to CPTV. Rocco Jan will have your 5-day weather forecast, and Eddie Finn will bring us CP Sports highlights.
Here's what's happening at Crown Point High School. This week, Verizon...
Over 100 years ago, the influenza pandemic of 1918 was the global health crisis that constantly dominated international news headlines and influenced the societal norms of the day. Over a century later, where we are in the midst of our generation's own similar global health crisis with the COVID-19 pandemic, we are able to reflect back on the 1918 pandemic to see how previous generations responded to such a monumental tragedy. Ultimately, this begs the question, how will our generation be viewed 100 years from now? CPTV's Rocco Jan asked those who he thought would know best.
When the COVID-19 pandemic...
Chants from ACLU of Indiana protesters rang out in the State House Monday as the Indiana House Education Committee voted 8-4 to move forward with House Bill 1041 that would ban transgender girls from playing girls' sports at the K-12 level. The 8 Republican lawmakers who voted in favor of the bill claim their purpose is to maintain fair competition in girls' sports now and in the future. The bill's author, Representative Michelle Davis, said the bill isn't intended to ban anyone from anything, but rather to maintain the fairness and equal opportunities for females. Opponents of the bill argue it will discriminate against trans youth, preventing them from having the same opportunities as their cisgender peers. Attorneys for Lake County Sheriff Oscar Martinez Jr. have filed a motion to strike the appearance of the special prosecutor who oversaw an investigation that led to the sheriff's indictment on felony resisting law enforcement charges. Defense attorneys Paul Strachey and Michael Woods state prosecuting attorney Stanley Levko was appointed for the purposes of the investigation, but he was not authorized to prosecute the charges returned on January 6th by a Lake Criminal Court grand jury. The indictment alleges Martinez resisted law enforcement by knowingly or intentionally fleeing from Crown Point police while recklessly operating a motor vehicle by driving at a high rate of speed. Martinez has denied all allegations and believes the indictment is a, quote, political witch hunt, end quote, by a rival politician.
That's your 5-day weather forecast. Claire, Chris.
Thanks, Rocco. We're starting to inch our way towards winter sports postseason play, but not before some big DAC matchups bring these regular seasons to a close. Here's Eddie Finn with your CP Sports Update.
Media.com.
You can also follow us on Twitter at CPTV Media or catch our show Quick Cut on Snapchat at CPTV_Quick Cut.
For Rocco Jan, Eddie Finn, and all of us here at CPTV, I'm Claire Patina.
And I'm Chris Gloff.
We'll see you next time.
Take care. We're asked to do it every time we board a plane, at least we're supposed to do it. Moments before the plane you're sitting in takes off, airplane mode is meant to keep your phone from interfering with the plane's navigation system. Regardless, planes still fly and land successfully. But take that issue and amplify it to the point of airlines like Emirates announcing it will suspend flights to several major U.S. airports. That is the level of concern AT&T and Verizon's 5G service rollout has caused nationwide because of its potential impact on a plane's radar altimeter. Alex Scott is a pilot first officer for Republic Airways who says altimeters play a crucial role in a plane's landing, and he fears how the new 5G network could interfere with those altimeters.
5G would interfere with the altimeter and not give it a correct setting, and if you're 50 to 100 feet off the ground or even lower than that, you need a pretty accurate reading so you know where you are on the ground.
The altimeter bounces radio signals off the ground to tell pilots the distance between the plane and the ground. However, a broad group of aviation experts now warns the new 5G cellular network, set to go live this month, may interfere with those altimeters, especially around big airports in California, Chicago, Dallas, Florida, New York, Seattle, and many more. That safety concern is why CEOs from United, American, Delta, Southwest, and several other aviation giants sent a letter to the FAA, FCC, and Department of Transportation to make sure 5G is not rolled out near airports. Tuesday, Verizon and AT&T appeased that request, a move applauded by President Joe Biden. Terry McVenis is the president of RTCA, a nonprofit that helps set performance standards for the aviation industry.
Radar altimeters operate in a specific range on the frequency band.
5G networks operate between 3.7 and 3.9 gigahertz. Altimeters operate at a frequency of 4.2 to 4.4. That closeness could lead them to interfere with each other if the tower is near an airport while a plane is trying to land. Altimeters play an especially crucial role when there is low visibility. And McVina says it takes nearly a decade for a new altimeter to be designed, approved, manufactured, and then installed on planes. The FAA says other mitigation efforts are in the works. For CPTV, I'm Chris Gloff. If you've been wondering whatever happened to the construction of a new city hall here in Crown Point, well, the project has been put on the back burner. Hi, I'm Chris with CPTV News. We're going to tell you about that, plus, Inkling's newspaper changed formats last year during the pandemic from a newspaper to a news magazine. If you've been wondering about where the plans for a new CP City Hall went, an official statement has recently been made. The new City Hall project, which was supposed to be constructed, Crown Point High School's newspaper, Inklings, decided during the pandemic to transition to a news magazine format for the current publications of their newspaper. The annual Crown Point Christmas tree lighting is a go for this holiday season, and it will take place Friday, November 26th at 5 p.m. Remember, for the latest in CP and NWI news, check in with CPTV News either at our regular CPTV newscast, here on Snapchat at CPTV_QuickCut, or on Twitter at Crown T Media.